Okay. Now, let's say this thing. Okay. I'm going to call your what? Let's say I'm going to create an object s1 equals to student. So when I, let's say, when I run this, s1 object is created. Now, let's say I'm going to write s1 dot studying. Okay. So what will happen here when I write s1 studying? S1 will be passed on. Okay. S1 will be passed on here, right? And the S1 will come here, the value, and the hour will come here. As of now, there is no value for hour. We haven't given anything. We haven't given anything. So S1 will come here. If you give hour, the hour will come here, right? So let's say I'm not going to give hour. I'm going to run this. We are going to get error because we're selling that string missing one require positional argument, hour, right? Let's say I'm going to write here 2. The student studies 2 hours a day. We made it dynamic, did we? Yeah. Now this is dynamic. Let's say, what can we do next? Let's say, hold on. The next thing that comes up is I'll create the student. Let's say S2 equals to an object, right? S2 studying. Okay, right, 5. Yeah, even that object, when I create S2, I'm able to just pass the hour and I'm getting it, getting the out. So as now we make this like 5 hours here, we are able to make 2 hours. So whatever the argument that you're passing, it is coming here up hour and it is printing us the value. Okay, this thing that is happening. Now, let's say the did you guys understand this, how it's working? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the
Yes, sir.
next thing, okay. Now the next thing that I want to tell you here is, let's say there's one more challenge. I'll tell you. So now this, let's say we passed this argument, hour, right? It's a part of student class, right? I mean, when we are passing hour, it's a part of studying method, and studying method is a part of student. So it's a part of student class. Can we say that? Right? So what I mean is, let's say, keep so say we have studied that we can create a method. We can create a method inside the class. Okay. And it is called the instance method. Yeah. It's called the instance method because it is bound. It is instance. It is bound to the instance. See this? It is bound to the instance. The object The object is passed as the argument. The object is passed as the argument, and we can have our own argument here, our, right, in the instant argument. So we can have multiple arguments, like three arguments you can have. If you see, you can have three, four multiple arguments. The only thing we have here, the only thing we have here is what? The first argument is object. Remember this thing. The first argument is object, and rest of them will be the actual argument that we are going to pass from here. Yeah. So the Python will do it for you whenever you create an object. This object is automatically initialized, executed. All right. Now, not the, see, I want to tell you that in this, let's say, this is the functionality. This is the behavior. This is the method, okay, of the student. Method, behavior, functionality of the student. This is roll number, name. These are the specification. So specification and function are different because this is a function, this is a behavior. So specification, the method are different. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is logically you think like is this a specific or like is this a perfect behavior? I mean, what I'm trying to say is uh I mean this is not right. This behavior, this functionality of student is not right. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Let's say um I'll just I'll just show you other thing. Hold on. I mean, I'll just show you, okay? Hold on. Let's say I already told you, right? This dunder method in it is nothing but initialized. I mean, you can call it as initializer. Okay. Okay. To create or initialize the instance variable or attribute during the creation of the object. Okay. Maybe let's say just show you. Write it over here. Sentence. It is an instance method. It you I mean in general you can call it as a constructor. Okay. You can call it as a constructor. Okay. What are the other things that we can write here? Wait, can say
Hello, sir.
yes.
Sir, this underscore underscore init is the method, right? Is the function.
Yeah, special method, special function.
Okay, and when you use this student first bracket open close, that is the constructor only, right?
Where
When you are initializing that s1 equal to student, so
yeah,
that
that
is
is
the
when it
constructor,
is
right?
going to get initialized. That is when it is going to get executed, initialized. That is when it
Okay.
is going to execute.
Okay, so that is the constructor only, right?
You don't call this as constructor. This is an object. S1 is an object.
No, no, I am talking about the right side of it.
This is the class.
Class. Okay,
This
okay,
is
okay.
the class.
Okay, okay,
The
okay. Okay.
constructor, this is the logic, this is the concept behind this step. What's happening is called as the instant initializer, instance method.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right? Initialize the variables or the attributes. Okay. Of the object, or maybe you can write during. the creation of the object. Does this make sense now? Okay. Let's say what I'll do is so I'll just I'll just try to pass things here. We will try to understand why I tell you that it's not the right way to do it. So let's say we'll try to figure out how to associate
Hello, sir. Okay.
remember we did this before. Object dot variable and we give them a value and we'll see that. Say I'm saying that it is- I'll try to write here. I'll try to into let's say
Sir, that self keyword we can only use within the class block, right?
yes,
Outside of the class block, we cannot access, right? That self what?
right.
Okay.
Okay. Now using the issue also I'm just writing print. Now initializer store. Okay. Let's say I'll not write here. Let's say I'm writing this this initial underscore init, nothing but the initializer. And I'll write here, I'll pass this self here first. Doing next thing that I'm going to write to print initializer is okay. Now, what will happen if I write S1 equals to student? If I run this particular cell, what will happen? Hello.
The S1 object will be created.
S1 object will be clear. And I've written something here.
That
This an
that
extra line.
ini initializer will
Initializer.
be called. Yeah.
Exactly. Initializer will be called by Python itself. We are not calling it, and it will give us initializer is called. It will print this because we are not doing it. Python is doing itself because of this cell. Okay. So this S1 object is passed here. It is passed here, and it is going to print the object itself. Clear? Yes. Now I'm going to take this same thing here. I'm going to say, how can I use this hour? Like I want, like, I mean, this this thing is not right. What we did here. It's not the right thing to do because every student, like, you cannot define it here. I mean, some attributes you can do, but there is a reason that you cannot. Like, let me just show you what is the difference. Hold on, I'll just show you. Okay, let's give me a minute. Let's say, mm, can I show you? Hold on. Give me a minute. So, let's say, I'll just do it. Let me just say, say, right, self dot equals to, this is self dot name. Let's say, like, John. Yeah, maybe, yeah. John. When I run this, okay, what I'm doing here, can anyone tell me like what I'm doing here? I'm just creating an instance variable here. Okay, is this clear? This is what I'm doing here. Object dot variable equals to value. This is the object dot the variable equals to the value. Okay, so now that is what I've done here. I'm going to write here, let's say S1 equals to um I'll create the, okay. Now I want to tell you that when I do this, what happens? Let's see the flow, okay? I'll just show you the flow. What happens? So when I do this, when I run this program, when I run this cell, what will happen? S1 will be called, this will be printed, S1 will be called, this will be printed, right? And this, this will printed, this will be printed, self dot roll, self dot roll, the value will be assigned 1001, self dot name, the value is John, right? It will it will give me the dictionary. It will print me the dictionary. So when I write S1, it's like nothing but S1 dot roll equals to 1001. S1 dot name equals to John. It's like that, if you understand what I mean.
So, so sir, you are setting a default value for those attributes, right?
Don't say it as a default value. It's an instance variable that I'm creating. Just look at this. I just wrote it in the comment.
Okay, okay, sir. Instant variable. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. Now, let's say what I'll do is, this is the result I'm going to get if I see like 1001 in John, I'll get for the instance variable. Now, let's say I'll run this. Initialize this code. Okay. And now, um,
S-
let me
Sir,
do one thing.
okay. Sir, just curious to know this instance variable value you can override, right?
Which value? Yes, we can.
Okay, okay, okay,
Uh,
okay, sir.
Listen, what's your name? Just hold on. Let me finish the, like, I mean, you are just coming in between every 10 seconds, or I just don't understand. Let me go in the flow. I'll just teach you each and everything. Hold on. Okay. Now, let's say,
Yes. Sorry, sir. Yeah.
yeah, just hold on. I mean, I'm coming to that point. Like, we can override this. This is the problem that I'm telling you. Like, this is the problem. We don't have to deal like this. Okay, hold on. Now, when I write, I just don't understand why I'm not printing this. No. Yeah, now it's done. Now, let's say, so I'm going to write print S1 dot roll. I'm getting 1001. I'm going to do the same thing for let's say name. It's going to give me the name, right? So now let's say we have I'm going to write here. If I create an object S2, okay, S2, okay. Now if I create this and if I call this, I'm getting initializer is called, yes. Now let's say it is getting passed here, self S2 is coming here. This is printed, this is printed. Now S2 dot role will be equals to 1001. S2 dot name will be equals to John. That is so much wrong, right? This is the problem I'm talking about. Let's say I'm going to write here print S2 dot role. Okay, print S2 dot name. Can each student have the same roll number and John? Like these are different object, different object. Okay, we can have like these are like I'll just show you. Hold on. We cannot have the same roll number and name, right? Because these are the value of someone. A value of like if you take a dictionary, I'll just show you that dictionary. It's the value of that key, right? I'll just show you. Wait, it's S1 dot underscore dict. This one. Okay. So this value, this value, like it can be changed, but not the roll number and name, right? Values can be changed, but not the roll number and name. It should remain same, but values can be changed. Similarly, if you see here, S2 dot underscore dict underscore underscore. Say this, values should change, but here values are not changing. It's like I'm getting the same value. So what can you see that it's wrong here? Like what is wrong here? We want the attributes. These are the attributes for me now. If you see, these are the attributes for me.
Values have been hard coded, right?
Yes.
Variables have been hard
So
coded.
yeah. So we actually want this attributes to be seen, not the values. Okay. The values. We want name attributes for all the students. We want role attributes for all the students and the values to be different. And how can we achieve that? We can achieve that by doing this thing. I'll just do it. Let's say I'll pass here. Let's say I'll pass here roll number. I'll pass here name, student name. And then I'll just mention here student up my bad. I'll just mention here our number. And I'll just mention here student name. I'll run this. Okay. Now, I will have to create this object. Okay, right. See, I'm getting the error because I haven't passed the roll number and name, right? So I will have to pass roll number and name. Let's say I'll pass the roll number 1001, comma, I'll pass Jack. And if I print, or let's say, mm, 1 second, hold on, just give me a minute. I'll just create one more thing, s2 equals to student, 2, right? And I'll just pass it down. It's John. So understand this thing. I'm creating an object, okay? While the creation of an object, this S1 is initialized automatically because of init, right? So that means the S1 is the object here which is getting called first. If you go by the definition, the S1 is getting called first here. Okay, then the argument that you're passing. So that is the reason we pass the argument here. Okay. And now try to understand this thing. Let me run this first. So when I run this, I like, let's take this example 1001 and check. When I run this, it is going here in it inside this. This is getting initialized. Okay. S1 is going here 10001, then the name Jack. This is getting initialized, like this is getting printed. You're getting the object with the memory address, then self dot roll equals to roll number, which means S1 dot roll is equals to 1001. Self dot name S1 dot name equals to the name that you're passing here. I'm passing John. I'm passing Jack. So I'm going to get Jack. Yes, understandable. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, Faisal, yes.
No. Let's say
And how about this one, studying self-hour? You want that to
telephone.
remain? Hello,
What? What was that? I didn't.
am I audible to you?
Yes, you are.
Okay, no. You just want to change only one function or the one below that, like studying hours?
Yeah, the one function. I just wanted to show you that thing. This thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's say I'll print S1 dot roll. Okay. And I'll print let me just print the dictionary first. Print. No, just S1 dot this one. Hit. Okay. All right. S2 dot underscore hit underscore. You see this? We have created two different object with another like the attributes are different and we are passing the attributes. So coming to your question, like you had the question, right? I told you that we will come back to that question, like how to override this problem. Yes, how to override this problem you were asking me, right? The person who was asking me, I don't remember
Uh,
the name. Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
yeah. So this is how you override it. Like this is the problem and this is how you do it. You have to take the roll number and name here. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now let's proceed further. If I can make you I can show you this. So I'll show you this thing. S1 dot roll and I'll print S1 dot name print s2 dot roll. Okay. And in this way, you can pass like more arguments here. You can pass more arguments, right? To a method. But if you understand at the end, this is nothing but like it will work like a function. Like basic, like right now, if it is inside the class, you call that as a method, right? But the basic functionality of the function remains the same here, right?
Yes, sir.
So now let's say I'll show you.
So if I see one question, can you go back that method?
Yes.
So if you initialize that role and the name in studying method, okay, if you put it passing that value, then if you call s2 dot study, okay, and what will be the value? So we need to initialize using init method, right? Using that only for initializing the variable, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so suppose if I role and name, if you initialize in the studying, then what will happen?
It will initialize. It will get initialized. Like
So
this is the method.
we don't need
This is the
this
method.
initialize method itself, right?
Why you don't need initialize method? See, I just showed you why we need initialize method. You cannot go and give the roll number and name. Like if you give, I just showed you here, right? If I'm giving the roll number and name here, right?
Uh,
The roll number and name here as different values here, it is going to give me the same for all the objects that I'm going to create for this student,
okay,
for the student
okay,
class. And so that I overcome with this same value thing, I have to give this, like first I have given the values here, not the name, not the arguments. So I just removed the arguments, the instance variable. I just gave the roll number here because this is the parameter that I'm passing here, and that argument I'm going to take is going to come here, and then it is going to print this thing for me. And that's why I'm
okay,
getting all the different values here. Otherwise, I would have got same values. If you see here, s1 dot tick is giving me same, s2 dot tick is giving me the same thing.
okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Now let me see where was. Hmm. So yeah, let me show you. So this was the instance variables. What was it? The specification. We can call it as specification, right? Name. If you see specs, roll number, name. These are the specification that we like when we started this class student, we just specified these things. This was the specification. These are the functions. So studying is the method or the behavior. Roll number, name are the specification of the student. So these are the specification, nothing but the instance variable. Okay. Now, if you don't have to, there will be n number of variables, I mean parameters that is going to come. You don't have to remember it. You can just go here to help of student class. Getting it? You are getting the objects here, roll number, I mean the parameter that you're passing. Okay. Roll number, S name, student name. All right. So let me write here. Instance variables specific to the objects. Objects. Okay. Because they are different, right? They are different for different objects. They aren't shared between objects. Okay, they are different. So I'll just write it here. So,
And one more question, Faisal.
mhm.
Okay, is there a concept of sharing of variable across objects of same class type?
I'll show you. I'll show you. It will come in the coming
No, that's fine. Is there
section.
a concept or not?
Concept of what?
Sharing variables across objects which belongs to same class type?
Yeah, if it is if it is belonging in that scope, then yeah, we have it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Different for different objects and are not shared between objects. No, let's say. Now, S1 roll number is 1001, S2 roll number is 1002, right? They are different. That is what I meant here. The attributes are same. The the attributes are same, but the values are different. Okay, this is what it means. You say let's say I'll take just like you S1 dot grade. Say I'll take grade as a. No, I'll write here S1 dot underscore dict underscore. Now dict gets the grade added here. If I run this, you'll see. Yeah, grade get added. But in S2, if you do dot underscore dict, whatever the attributes, whatever the attributes of the class will be part of which will be you can say automatically becomes a part of all the objects that we create. Yes, it's becoming the part of object that we are creating. So, but we can add, let's say, but we can add here more attributes to an object. If there is an object that needs an extra, like, I mean, there will be a case maybe when you're working in future, there will be a case that you might need an extra object that needs some extra attribute. We can add like this, right? But the common attributes are actually part of the class itself, right? Let's say you buy a motorcycle or a car, example. Okay. And like when you buy a car or motorcycle from a company, let's say there are same model, everything is same, hundreds of people will have same car or same bike, you can say, same motorcycle after buying it, right? And after buying it, you are going to add some feature. You are going to modify the bike, for example, like you're going to add the headlights, you're going to modify it, like something you are modifying. So you put some lights in your bike or car. So some extra attributes that you're adding here to your bike or your car, right? When you do that, it's not impacting any other object, any other person, car, or bike, right? Similarly, you can add the attributes to your object. It will not impact other object. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. Now, let's say what I'll do now here is let's see, let's see. I'll just write student dot underscore. Okay. Okay. So okay, it's not defined because it's capital. Okay, we now let's see. This is the module main. There's the information that we have. We have the documentation information here, right? So this is the documentation information. These are the additional information in it studying. Okay. Now let's say these are the information that we just created now. Okay. So these are the method that we have created. Just this function is written. Just don't just ignore this function. This is the method that we have. Okay. Instance method. Yeah. And this is the like instance method only, not the function. Okay. And like when you write the class name dot underscore underscore dict, you're getting the mapping proxy for that class. All right. And when you do help of student, you're going to get automatically what are the parameters that you're giving. So it's not like you're giving S name first and roll number after. Like you can get with the help of student, you'll get to know like what is the flow of variable that you're getting here. Okay. I mean, these are the important points that you should know. And we'll see more now. You know.
So, Fadal, have you discussed access modifier? I do not remember you discussed that. Like private.
Access modifier.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a concept something like that in Python? Like you
No.
defined variables in student, so I will import this student class in some other class. Okay. Like what is the default visibility of the variable in other class?
Default visibility of variable in other class.
Yes, if I import student in other class, what
I
happens?
think this access modifier that you're talking about is not related to Python. I mean, maybe you're talking about some other language, right?
Correct, correct. But
Access
that
modifier.
concept, yeah, yeah. I would just want to know what happens here.
Hmm.
Like if I
So
import
here, hmm,
student in other class,
hmm.
will the other class has the visibility of all these variables?
No, I mean it belongs to that same class. So it is the part of that class, that variable.
Correct. It will be part of that variable.
Yes.
But can I see that variable values from other class?
I think most of that, like it's not possible for that to happen. I mean, no.
Mm, are you sure about that? Because what happens, no? Like this will not give security in that case. So that's what.
Wait 1 second. So I mean, it depends. It depends on the visibility mostly in Python. Actually, if you see,
Mm,
like if it is public, protected, or private, in that
correct.
context, you can
Correct.
access.
Okay, but how to declare that if it is there? You
I-
haven't.
I'll just I'll just show you that. I mean, we need to cover more things, and
Okay,
then
if you're
after that we
covering that
can
in
go.
future, that is fine. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's say Now, class variable. Define the class level some copy the class table to be shared on the checks and class. Let's say just make some changes here, like college equals to C college, and we'll have departments. Say we'll take departments equals to now this so these are the college and department are class variables. Okay, it's not defined inside the method, it is defined inside the class. All right, now what I'm doing,
Can you zoom little bit screen? Zoom. Yeah. Okay.
college departments are class variables. Okay, let's say we call student class, right? Dot information. Additional information will be added. See this? College and department has been added. Yeah. Now, let's say I write S1 equals to student. So, okay. Now I'll write S1 in this one. Getting the key value for this object. Okay, whatever the value that we passed. And this is instance specific dictionary that we are getting here. What is this? Instance specific dictionary, right? So these are class level attributes, college and departments. Yes, these are class level attribute, college and departments. So they are here. Same logic does not apply to the methods, right? Now, let's say what I'll do here is I'll just try to uh, same instance variable where the student is studying, right? Hold on. Can we I have a question. Can we change the class variable value?
Yeah, we can change. It should allow.
Okay. Now, so we'll see. Okay. So okay,
And again, it depends on the access modifier. But
we'll see. See,
that we are not
I'll
clear,
just
right?
do
At this point of time, yeah.
just S2 object is created. When I do okay, I'm getting the name and the role. And if I do S2 dot name, S2 dot role, I'll get that, right? I'll do S1 dot college. Get ABC college. When I do S2 dot college, I get ABC college. Clear?
But why it was not part of dict
Which one? Because
object?
it's not a part of dictionary. This this particular college, this
Mhm.
particular variable like attribute, like where is yeah, this thing. It's not a part of this dictionary because dictionary is part of this thing, this attribute, keys and value. This is part of this class.
But all
That is what I'm
objects will inherit class variables, right?
yes, but this, if you see this thing, S1 object is giving me the dictionary. That is in S1. S1 dot role equals to R number, S1 dot name equal to S name. This is this is global to this class. College equals to ABC college. Okay. See, when you have student having different roll numbers, name and everything, they belongs to same college, ABC college. That is why I'm getting S1 dot college, the object one, nothing but the record of student one dot college. I'm getting ABC college.
Okay, okay,
I'll do
got it,
S2
got it.
dot.
So the only way to know about those variable is by doing help of class.
Yes.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah.
What else I can show you here? We'll do one thing. We'll have a quick break of like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.
Sure. 9:10 will
Yep.
be back.
Yeah. 9, 10. Fine.
Okay, fine. Bye bye.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Well, now let's- so you can do one thing like this. Get to the end. Get and you can pass S1 in comma name. Get the idea. That particular thing. Now, let's say if you want to delete an attribute, you can write delete with DLATTR. You just have to mention the object and you want to mention the attribute that you want to delete and it will just delete it. Okay. If you give me an error, attribute error. Now, let's understand. Give me a minute. Hold on. No, actually. Okay. If you try to create to change the class level, like the class level attribute, okay, or the class variable, the instance for it will not change the class variable. Rather, it will create a new instance variable with the same name, with the new value. Okay, with the same name and with the new value. Okay. And let's say, whenever you call the class variable internally, it will never reach the class variable. Okay, because it will give you the value from the instance level variable only. So for some reason, you can see that, like, you can delete the attribute from the dictionary because it's in the like, you can delete the attribute because it's in this, like, in this dictionary. Okay, from the object level dictionary. Okay, so you can use delete attribute to delete that. All right. And what is the next thing? We'll see now. Okay, hold on. We finished class. Now we will try to understand the inheritance. Okay, we'll try to understand inheritance. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me write you. Okay, so inheritance, like, we something inherited from our parents, and our parents inherited from their parent. That is nothing but what? Inheritance, right? Yes, you can call that as inheritance. That's the actual meaning of inheritance. Now, so how can we compare that inheritance with our this in Python? So I'll just show you that. Hold on.
Taking properties from parent class.
Exactly. That's the thing. So I'll just explain you how it's done. Okay. Sample that we can take. Hmm. We'll take equals to just just create a class. Let's say I'll just create a class. Yes. Okay. Now I'll define a method here called as block right itself. And once this method is run, like whenever this method is running, then we are printing block.
So what was the previous example? I just came late.
I mean, I was trying to give you an example with the person, but then I thought like maybe I'll just take a dog and then give the walk expression.
So you're
But
talking about inheritance.
yes, yes.
So before that, s2.college gone.
This one, this
Okay,
one.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is where you have stopped, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's done. So I just started another topic, inheritance.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, print work. Okay. Now again, I will have another class. Take that class as cat. Okay. Even this cat will have the method called as self. When walk, you can print walk. Okay. So this what we did here, this thing is bad. This is bad because you have repeated or duplicated our code. This is duplicate, right? Here. So in programming, we have a principle called as dry. Do not repeat yourself or your code. And that is what we are doing here. We are repeating the code here. Okay. So this is the bad thing that we are doing here. Calling the same definition function and repeating the same code. So we repeat, don't repeat yourself. So what can be done and what can be done like, so we have to create one more class, and from that class we have to inherit allow recording. I'm not sure I can allow you record the class. Hello. So what I'm trying to say is this class dog and class cat is repeating the function, the behavior, and we should not repeat our code. So that we are not repeating our code, we have to create one class, and we have to inherit that behavior to this class. In that way, they will have the same function, and we are not repeating our code. Is this clear? This is why we are doing inheritance.
Okay, clear.
Yeah. So I'll just show you how it's done. Hold on. Let's say we have this. So I will have to create a parent class for them. Just take them down. I'll write the parent class. We'll take the parent class as okay. And let's say, uh, I'll just remove this. And put it here. Okay. So that it will inherit from here, right? After the class name, we add here parenthesis, right? We will add parenthesis so that we can put mammal here, this thing. Now, that's all we have to do. So with his, like with this dog class, we are like will inherit all the methods that is defined in the mammal class. This dog class will inherit all the method that is defined inside the mammal class. Okay. Now, there is a tiny problem here. If you look here, like this, uh, this here, I mean, it's it's like an empty class here, right? Doesn't have anything. We either need to add some method or something, right? So let's say, we will try to. I mean, if you don't write here pass, you're going to get some error. Okay, so we just have to pass, like write pass here so that we are telling Python interpreter, hey, pass this line. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. So we have taken care of the empty class now. And after each class, we should have some line break. You have to remember that. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
No. Mm, this this cat will also inherit the same thing. So I'll just pass you mammal. Okay. Now, even this should be like pass. Okay. Now, when I create an object, like let's say dog1 equals to the class dog. Okay, created. Now let's say I'm going to write here dog1 dot the method. Just like dot and the method.
Walk.
Yeah, yeah. Now the method, I'll run this. I'm getting walk. Getting it? We
Yes,
can
yes.
do the same thing. We can do the same thing with cat. Cat object. Okay, so this is how inheritance is working. Like we are coming across a problem by using the inheritance. Is this clear?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, let's see what is the other topic that we have. Let's say, okay, before I proceed any further, I need to give you one example of decorators. A simple example of decorators. This is something that we should know. Now, a decorator is a function that takes another function as argument and returns a function. Let's say I'm going to define decorator. I'm just defining it. I mean, you can name anything you want. I'm passing a func here. It's a function that I'm going to use inside the functions. So I'll just show you. Before that, let me write. So I have my normal function called as hello. Okay, this is a normal function. Okay, it will print me. Let's take an example of. Let's take an example of an ATM. Okay, the transaction initiated, transaction ongoing, and transaction is completed. Okay, so this one will be the executing thing. So this is where I have to. This is the middle, like transaction initiated here will come, then the transaction finished, but I will use the decorator and I'll print this executing in the center. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why it is called as the decorator. Okay. Now, I'm trying to say is, I'll just write here definition like a wrapper. Okay. Wrapper method. I'll write here. Cool. I'll print transaction initiated. Okay. Now I'll call my function. Let me see. Okay. Now I'll print transaction completed. Okay, and we have to return the wrapper. So it will return us some value. And then where it my okay. Now to call this, I will have to take a variable. Let's say equals to call the decorator. Okay, and that will do. In the decorator, I'll pass this. I'm passing the function. And right. Hello. Bye. And yes, I have this. You see this? Transaction is initiated, then executing, then transaction is complete. This is what a decorator is. It's a function that takes another function. It's a function that takes another function as argument and returns a function. Is this clear? Returning a function. Is this clear, everyone? Yes.
Sir, just like inheritance, no?
No, inheritance is different. This is different. This is a decorator.
No, explain the syntax. No, concept is fine, but explain the syntax. First, def decorator function. What is that FUNC?
FUNC is the function that we are passing here.
One sec. So function.
See,
Okay,
we
flow.
have
Flow. I'm not clear about the flow.
see Decorator is the name of the decorator that we are defining here. Then
It's a
we are
function.
passing, yeah, it's a now we are passing the function inside here, func, so that
Okay,
we
then
are calling it here. Then we are taking a wrapper function, and when the wrapper function is called, we are printing transaction is initiated. Then we are calling the function, which will give us transaction is completed, and we are returning the value using the return wrapper. Now we have the original function, which is nothing but define hello. This is the function which will print as executing. And I am passing the, like, I'm taking the decorator, I'm just passing hello inside, and I'm just printing it.
Faisal, why are you assigning it to a variable?
I mean, it's the like there are different way you can do. You can assign it to a variable, or you don't want to assign, you can just use add decorator.
Sir, fourth line func bracket. They're calling the uh, hello again.
This line, yes,
Sir.
yes. The function is calling itself, yes.
okay. No, let me make myself clear. Okay, def decorator function. That is the declaration of the function decorator, right? And it takes
Yes.
function as the
Yeah, the name of the
parameter.
function.
So now we will go below it and you'll declare one more function called a wrapper, which is a part of decorator.
Yes, inside it is working as a wrapper. You're just wrapping it up, the decorator.
No, you are declaring function inside a function.
Yeah, declaring a function inside a function, it is working like a wrapper. Try to understand. A decorator, like decorator is something, you have a house and you're decorating it. So wrapper is working like a decorator, like it's just like a wrapper. That's why I just named it as wrapper.
Sir, can you please change the wrapper name with any else?
Yes.
If you remove wrapper define, just directly def writer and then print that one, what will happen?
Yeah,
Nothing
you
will
no,
happen.
instead,
It's just a
no,
name.
no, actually, Fadil, you remove all those stuffs. You give simple example. This is confusing.
Remove that define of that
Car
car.
and function, yes. You just pass the hello.
See, wait.
Mm,
You want me to remove this everything?
No,
yes.
only
No, no.
that yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, remove and see what happens. Because under that you are calling the hello, right? Yeah. Okay. Indentated block. Okay, that is fine.
Because it is down here.
Hello, okay. You just print anything instead of this function inside a function. You
Hmm.
print something. You just
See,
print
let
transaction
me
instead.
just print
Instead of,
transaction initiated.
yes,
You don't
yes,
want me to
yes.
print this?
No, no, no. I don't want that. Even remove the definition car also.
If I remove this definition card, then how this print transaction will be initiated? And
That will be
like,
part of the decorator, right? Transaction initiated. See,
no, but
decorator
then
itself is a
the
function.
example itself is gone, right? Like, what will you understand with this? What is
No, that is making me complex. That's what I want to understand in a simple way. So you said function calling function, right? You're passing, see, decorator function that takes another function as an argument and returns a function. You can put one return statement after transaction completed. What happens?
no? We actually have to pass, like, say it's taking a function. It's the definition. It's taking a function. If I don't pass the function, then it's like a normal function. See, wait 1 second. Hold on. Let me
Yes, sir.
If
explain
you
you.
Understand.
put decorate under the decorator, if you put function, then what will happen? Just put a few nc
Here,
inside the decorator. Yeah,
here. Yes, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. This func is nothing like this is the you are passing this hello as an argument here, and it is going to be
You pass
here
hello
as a
instead of function
function.
then.
Sorry,
No,
Now we
instead
are
of
passing as
function,
an argument, right?
here hello is I'm passing hello. This is the function, right? I'm
Correct,
passing
correct,
this as an argument here. And
correct,
when
correct.
this decorator function is called, it will be working like this func. So that is why I'm calling function inside.
Okay.
I will have to write it
That
again.
is,
Hold
see,
on.
FUNC is a placeholder for allo, right?
Yes, kind of. Yeah. I mean, when you see, like,
Great.
whenever you pass the argument, when it's going to the parameter, you can just define some other parameter and you can just name it
Yeah, it's a
whatever you want to do.
placeholder. Now
Yeah.
it should work, right? You have declared function there, FUNC there. So allo should replace that and it should work. Oh, yeah, it's working. Very simple.
Yeah. No, but then let's see.
Mm,
Let me
What's up?
make it. Hold on a sec.
Type blah 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 non-type not callable. Huh? What is it? Some type you have to declare.
If I say you call, you don't need to define. I think in between print, that two print statement, right? In between you call that function, then it will work it, right? Just put fun, it will work it, right?
Let's see.
What in between?
Yeah. Now print it. You think error?
It is.
See,
It
it's
is.
executing, right?
It's executing, but we are getting the error when we
No, no.
calling
That
the
is what
function.
if you declare. I'm not getting that meaning of that. Why you are again declaring function inside a function? Is this mandatory? As part of syntax, then okay.
Yeah, but for a decorator, it's like you have to have a wrapper. That is when you define it as a wrapper, like
Okay. What is
like
the
a
function of
decorator.
wrapper then? What is the function of wrapper then?
So it comes with decorator. Wrapper is nothing but it wraps around your decorator.
It wraps around your decorator.
Yeah, I mean, like you
Because
are just
decorator is outer body, how it will wrap? No, decorator is outer body. How it will wrap decorator?
let's take an example of
Mm,
like you have your house. Okay, you're going
mm,
to decorate your house. So this wrapper will be like a wrapper for that
mm,
decorator.
mm,
Okay, now let me write, because see,
mm.
you are getting the output, but then we are again getting the type error as none type object is not callable. So I'll just show you the other way. Hold on, I'll just write here wrapper, and let me try to call this method in different way. Hold on. Define wrapper. Okay. I print transaction initiated. Print function transaction is completed. And I'm just implementing the wrapper. Okay. And now we were having problem here, right? So I'll just write here at decorator. Okay. So define hello. Print executing. I'll just call it's from wrapper. Okay. I mean, even the previous method that I did was right. You can do in that way as well. Or you can use add decorator. Before, you have to make sure that you have to use add decorator above your original function. This, I call this as an original function. Okay. So you have to use add decorator above. And that's when you'll be able to like initialize this particular
Okay, it
program.
is like annotations.
Yes, I mean add
That's
decorator.
annotation. It's annotation.
So
One
this is
second.
like you are just calling this here at decorator.
Wrapper function. Mhm. But I'm not really understood. I got the syntax, but I don't know how the control flows inside that. Hello.
Yeah, I'll show you. How.
Yeah, the flow of control is not clear. Yeah. That is the thing. That's my doubt.
So now in the previous way that I've written, I was passing func here, right? That was for your understanding. That's why I was writing there. So when you are passing, like let's say, mm,
See,
in yeah,
decorator inside wrapper is there. Within wrapper function is there. Three functions.
hmm.
And you're returning wrapper. So if you declare that, what it will do when you declare like return wrapper,
So
it will
it will
declare.
return this transaction initiated. This
Ah,
function call function is nothing but it is calling this function, the original function. And this particular thing is getting printed here. And then it is printing transaction completed and you are returning the whole thing as wrapper.
my
And it is,
God, now I
yeah.
understood. Okay. So instead of FUNC, can you give some other name? Because it will. Okay, both should be same. FUNC, I mean that parameter and this one, both should be same, right?
Yes, yes.
Now I got it. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm. Well, then,
But what is the benefit? What is the use of this one? Because you can call directly that function in that method in another function. Why we need to pass that as an argument? What is the use of this one? Because if you directly call that function inside that method, it will call that function, right? It will call that method, right? Why we need to
so
pass as an argument?
we actually use a decorator like instead like let's say instead of duplicating code across multiple function to add common features like let's say you are trying to do logging or authentication. So decorators allows you to define these features once and apply them to multiple functions. So decorator actually promote code reusability by separating cross-cutting concerns from the core functionality or the functional methods. So like code reusability,
Okay.
flexibility, like there are positive outcome by using decorators. So decorators in Python are used to modify or extend the behavior of the function or the method.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
Got it.
And what
allows you
happens if
more
you?
allows you
Okay,
more
continue. Continue.
functionality, more functionality power you can say.
Okay, remove return wrapper and see what happens. I just want to see how it works.
It is not going to return you anything.
Because you're printing, no? Okay, not that. Mhm.
Because this wrapper is holding my everything values. So if I don't return wrapper,
Okay, this
then
wrapper contains everything.
yeah,
Okay. Ah, okay. So that prints at the line number 11, right? It is nothing. I mean, it's
yes,
that.
yes,
Okay. Mhm.
right. It was one concept that I wanted to talk to you about. Now let's understand the real problem. Let's say now,
And for notes purpose, I think from that perspective, it is better to declare both the way, annotation and without annotation. Like you can say
this
method
and the
one.
previous one.
Exactly. Yeah, it will help us to refer.
Okay. Now, yeah.
Yeah, super. Thank you.
Let's say this was decorative. Let me show you one of the other things that we have. Hold on a minute. Because the start was very much important, and I hope you got the right start. I mean, the way you create the class, the objects, attributes, and everything. You understood everything, right? Yes.
Sorry, come again.
I mean, what I'm trying to say
Yes, sir.
is, at the start of this class, object oriented programming, the start was very much important. Like how you create the class, how do you
Correct.
work with the attributes, how you work with I mean the variables. If it's a class variable, how
Yes,
to
sir.
understand. So that was the start part, which was very much necessary, and then other things are like short thing. I mean, that will not
Yeah,
take much time.
correct.
Yeah. So we will we'll try to understand encapsulation. Okay. Let's take encapsulation.
And
Encapsulation.
Faisal, one second
Yeah.
before starting encapsulation. So
Mhm.
inheritance, you just give very simple example. So I have a question on that. So let's say like you have one class, okay, class
Mhm.
A, and you
Mhm.
have a variable name called A, and you have value 10, okay,
Mhm.
and uh, class B inherits class A, okay, and it has a same variable name A, but it has value 20. The third class, which inherits class B, okay, it calls variable, okay, calls variable A. So which variable it will call? Whether it will call first class variable or second class variable, as it has the same name.
So if it has the same name, then there will be very much trouble that we are going to face. So you have to make sure that you don't give the same name, right?
No, because the scope of the class area is different, right? Class A, class B. I'm not giving same variable into the same class.
Hmm.
I'm giving same variable name with two different class. Obviously, the scope changes. You got my
Okay.
question?
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
we can discuss that in whenever we are free. But I got the just doubt on that.
yeah, I mean, see, we can have a doubt session and then we can work on it. Okay.
Okay, no
Let's
problem.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just finish this topic. Encapsulation. So encapsulation is the concept of bundling the data. The data, I mean the attributes, the methods that operate on the data within a class. So is the concept of bundling data, which which methods that operate it hides the internal state of objects and restrict direct access to the data So it promotes data integrity and secure. Okay. Now let's take an example of encapsulation. I'll write class. I take a class called as van. I write definition. This one is to init. This one is to the pass self first. Okay. Now I'm going to create three different classes. Okay. Like if you have a bank account, what are the behaviors that you will have? What are the methods that you can create? You can deposit, you can withdraw, you can get the balance details, right? So I can write here, rather than defining init first, let me just go here and define like deposit self. What will you deposit? The amount, this amount, colon self dot. I'll write one second. Stay a minute again. So, let's see. Just trying to figure out the okay. Okay, then I can remember, you should have this. Okay, I mean there should be space, two-line break. I mean here in Jupyter Notebook, it is giving me one-line break, no problem. But if you're using PyCharm, different things, you should have two-line breaks. Okay, so I'm going to write withdraw. So again, I'm going to write say uh, during withdraw, I can give some operation here. Let's say if amount is less than or equals to um, self dot, all right, values so one. So if it is, then I have to give them the balance. So I write self dot balance underscore one should be equals to like equals to amount. Okay, or else it should give you insufficient balance because it doesn't have. No. Get get underscore balance So we'll just write the return statement here. So now I can come here, I can see, I can put, we can get the balance, like we can do, like we can do, like create a bank account, like creating a bank account like an object. So let's say I just pass your account underscore number balance. Okay, so I'll write the colon self dot, account underscore number equals to account underscore number and self dot balance underscore one equals to the balance. Now, let me just if I can in here. Now, let's say we are going to create a bank account object. So I'm going to create account equals to, or I'll just come down to the next account equals to bank a account. Okay, and in this object, what will I pass? I'll pass the account number and I pass the balance. Let's say I'm going to pass the account number. Say the account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, number pass 1,000. Okay, so to access the balance, what I'll do to get the balance, I'll do this. I call this, right? Now, what I'll do, I'll write like the object dot get underscore balance. Getting the balance. Now, let's say I'll write account dot. I want to deposit. Like deposit 500. So let's say I'm going to, let's write account dot withdraw 200. Now I deposited 500. I've withdrawn 200, right? So now if I get the balance, what should be the output?
1,300.
Let's see that.
1,300.
Okay. So that's the thing. Now, so did you see how the encapsulation is working here?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this encapsulation mechanism helps in maintaining data integrity and preventing accidental modification to critical attributes. These are critical attributes. That's why I took bank example. If you do any mistake
What is
here,
data integrity?
data integrity is it's data integrity. Like it should not be like it's. I mean, how do I make you understand? One second. Data integrity is nothing but it's a set of defined rules that you have to follow. I mean, um, it was like consistency, reliability throughout the life cycle of that data. It ensures that the data is safe and secure, intact, consistent, without I mean, data integrity is like a crucial for ensuring data quality, reliability, trustworthiness. I mean, that is data integrity. Like there are so many things that comes under data integrity.
So no one word, multiple things.
No one would. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now let's done. That was encapsulation. So I can understand polymorphism. Okay. And I think we just passed 10. So let's keep polymorphism for the next class. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine.
All right. All right then. Thank you so much. You guys take rest, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh,
All
thank you,
right.
sir.
Thank you,
Sir,
Yeah.
sir.
can we just
Thank you,
scroll a
sir.
little bit upward?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right then. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.